Hey guys, this is Mrs. Lynn. Welcome to another week of remote learning. I believe you guys are in week 7 now of remote learning, so we're down to the home stretch. As 8th graders, you guys are going to be graduating and finishing up with school a whole week earlier than the rest of the school. So I thought to help us kind of write out the rest of the school year, we're going to take a break from coding, which I think some of you will appreciate that. And we're going to finish the year off with a Canva project. Now, this project, I'm going to give you guys 2 weeks to do. So it's not going to be due until May 19th, which is, I think, your last week of instruction. So that means if you can get this project done in an hour, 2 hours, um, that's fine. You can use the rest of the week next week to catch up with your homework for other classes or your classwork for computers, but you will have 2 weeks to do this project. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a little bit of time to do a really good job and to figure out what you want to say using your board. So let me show you the activity. What you're going to be doing is creating a mood board using Canva. And Canva is basically a desktop publishing website, right? And it has a lot of great templates and features that help you create these beautiful projects. So we're going to be creating a mood board using Canva. And a mood board, I'm sure you guys are familiar with those, but it's a visual representation of an idea. And in this case, you're going to be creating a mood board about yourself. So think of it as something that you can share with somebody who maybe doesn't know you very well. How can you represent yourself visually using the images and quotes that you add to your board? So I'm going to show you an example of something I created for myself. And this will give you an idea of what you need to include on your mood board. Okay, so let me grab that file really quick. It's right here. Okay, so this is a mood board that I created for myself. Okay, so if you didn't know me very well, okay, my hope is that you'll look at this mood board and just kind of visually find out a little bit more about me. So what you're gonna be required for this mood board is to include at least 5 images. Okay, so if you look on my board, I have 5 images plus a quote. So the quote I use is just an image of a quote that I found by Googling. Okay, so the quote itself could be a text box that you imported into onto your page, or it could be an image file of a quote that you find on the internet. Okay, but you're going to have at least basically 6 boxes, one of which should be a quote, and the other 5 should be images. And these images need to say something about you. Okay. There also needs to be a title. So my title is just a nickname that my kids have given me. And this is kind of like my social media kind of handle. It's Mama in the Mitten. Now you guys can just have your name as the title, or if you have a school appropriate nickname or social media um, handle that you want to include, that's fine. But you need to have a title of some sort to let me know that this is from you. Now, I'm just showing you this example, but on your board, depending on what your title is, you also need to write your actual name on there. Okay, that way when I'm grading it, I know who it's about. Okay, you can hide that in a corner somewhere if you don't want it to be a main feature on your page. All right, so you're going to have this board created, but then on the second page, and remember, I'll show you in a sec how to add a new page in Canva, but you're going to have a board, and then on the second page, you're going to include a photo glossary using text boxes that you can, again, use Canva to import or insert. And your photo glossary is going to be explanations of those photos that you chose for your board. Okay, so for example, if you look at this first picture, some of you might not know what that picture is, but in my glossary, and again, my little explanations are organized by the way they were laid out on the first page. But my glossary there for the first picture says that I chose this image of the Taipei skyline to represent where I came from. Okay, so that's a very short explanation of that photo. Okay, so that's Taipei 101. It's one of the tallest buildings in the world, and this is a Taipei skyline. Okay, so I explained that photo using this text. And then for my quote on family, it says a little bit of crazy, a little bit of loud, and a whole lot of love. Okay, so to explain that little picture, I included this explanation. I love this quote because it describes my family so well. We are a little goofy, and none of us are perfect, but our love makes us a strong team. Okay, so you get the idea, right? You're going to basically tag each of your photos or images with an explanation. Okay, so that's the example. This is what you're going to be shooting for. It's a 2-page project. But let me show you really quick how to get that project started. I'm not going to give you a whole lot of directions on this because we've used Canva before, but to get started, you're going to log on to canva.com, okay? And I believe you can just log in using your Google account for school. I'm already logged in, but I can, you know what, if you need me to, let me see if I can log out real quick. So if I signed out, if I were to sign out, okay, right here, I can log in with Google, right? Okay, so let me log in with Google again. You're going to use your GA school account. Okay. Again, if you don't see your name on that list to sign in, you can scroll to the bottom and choose the use another account option. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is create a design. For this project, you're going to choose the poster layout because it's nice and big and it gives you a lot of space to work with. I'm going to go ahead and close my projects on the other pages. Okay. And I'm actually going to go ahead and minimize my video. That way you can see the entire page. Okay. So right off the bat, as a review, I'm going to show you the toolbars that, to your left. Okay, so these are all the different features that you can use. Now remember, Canva is free to use. However, there are going to be features that are for the pro account. So you're going to make sure if you use any of their stock photos that you choose something that's not tied to the pro account. All right. So the first thing I would do is to go to where it says elements. Okay. And type in the search bar grids, or actually I see the grids right here. So you can actually, you don't even have to type, you can just scroll down to where it says grids and then click see all. Okay. Now remember, you need to have at least 6 elements on your mood board. So you're going to scroll down to see which template you like. All right, so I just chose, let me see if I can find the one I chose. Let's see, it has to be one with 6. I chose something similar to this one, but I don't think that was exactly it. And you can play with these templates as you see fit. All right, so you can scroll around. Let's see, let's say we choose this one for this example I'm going to show you. All right. So there's one. It's out. That one's actually got 7 pictures. Let me go back to where it says 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So here's one with 6. So I'm just going to click and drag that template or that grid onto my page. All right. And so now you can basically click and drag photos or text boxes onto that page. Okay. Now, if you want, you don't have to. If you wanted to kind of do this project free form and you don't want the help of a grid, you definitely don't need to use the grid. I'm just more OCD in a way. So I kind of like to just click and drag things into a grid just so it's nice and neat. Your look for your mood board might be more free form, and that's totally fine. Okay. So and then I can go to photos and I can start looking for pictures that would go onto my mood board. My recommendation is that you choose images that are very close in terms of color scheme. Okay. And that way your page, even when you have 6 images on your page, it's not going to look super busy. Okay. And everything needs to kind of tie together. So if you were to choose, let's say, black and white photos, I would just stick with black and white photos or very monochromatic photos throughout your mood board. Okay, and that way it's easier on the eyes. All right, so let's try to import or try to insert a picture. You can already see some of my previous searches of things that basically represent me. Let's go back to just looking for a picture of a book. Okay. When you do a search, there's other suggestions usually on top. Okay, so in case your keyword doesn't return anything you like, you can always use one of their suggestions. Let's try that right now. So I just clicked on reading, okay, and I can basically now scroll through. Again, some of these pictures, most of them are free, but there's a lot with these crown little icons in the corner. That means you have to pay for them. So just avoid those. All right, so there's a picture. I don't know if I used this one, but I really liked it when I was doing my example. So I'm going to go ahead and just click and drag that onto my page. So as you can see, if I have a grid, it just makes it so much easier to populate those boxes with pictures that you like. I'm going to try to enlarge that a little bit. Okay, so that's my first picture. And that's what you would do, right? You would just search for pictures and then insert them. Now, if you can't find a picture that will work for your mood board, you could open up another tab and try to find one on the internet. I've had to do that a couple times. And when you do that, you just want to make sure you save your image onto your computer drive and then upload it into Canva. So let me do a quick search on the yellow cardigan because I really do. I love cardigans and I love the color yellow, right? So one of my pictures for my mood board example was an outfit that really spoke to me. So that's what you would do, right? You could just search up for an image. None of these look good to me right now, but all right. So let's say I like that outfit. Okay, so here's an image. I can right click on my image, okay, and click Save Image As, okay, and it will basically save that image onto my computer, okay. You would name it something, right, and then click Save, okay. Now, I can go back to my mood board, and that image is actually right here. So if you use the same browser, it's really easy actually to find the image that you've downloaded. If for some reason you can't, then you can upload it by browsing on your computer. Okay. For me, it's because my file is right here in the corner. I can just click and drag it onto my Canva space, and it should upload directly on there. Okay, so there's my image. It's been uploaded, so now I can just go ahead and click and drag it to my page. Okay. Now, I'm already going to tell you that I don't super like that very much because, as you can see, the color scheme doesn't really go very well together. But, just for my example, there it is. All right, so that's how you would basically download an image from the internet and then uploading it to Canva. Okay. All right. Another thing you're going to have to know how to do is to insert text. Okay, because we're inserting not only just the title, but on your second page, you're going to do a whole glossary explanation of your pictures, right? All right, so when you click on this text box or text button, okay, your choices are to add a heading, add a subheading, or add body text. And when you do that, you can click and drag something onto your page, or you just click it once and something will pop up on your page. When you do that, you can change the font, okay, for that heading or for that text box. Okay, and again, some fonts are free and some are not, so you just have to be careful what you choose. Okay, so you're gonna kind of play with that text feature. You can also scroll down past those three top options and choose one of the text styles that they have included for you underneath. All right, so if you were to look at my example, that's what I did, right? So like, for example, this one where it says yellow and stripes make me very happy. Okay, that was done not from scratch. Okay, I did that using this font style. Okay, so again, you can just click on it and it should pop up on your page. Oh, this one, I think you might have to click and drag. Okay, oop, I added one too many that time. All right, and then once you have inserted that box onto your page, you can click and drag. You can resize the font however, to whatever size you need. You can resize the whole feature, okay, or whole object, I should say, okay, and then go from there. All right. So that's inserting text or titles. Now, this little background is not going to be like that because you're going to have another image underneath that, right? All right. What else should I show you? Let's see. Oh, so when you're done with your mood board, remember you have to add a second page of your explanations. So you're going to just really easily click add a new page. Now, for my example, I didn't use the grid for the second page because I'm just going to be adding text, right? So let's go back to this example. So this is not done on a grid. It's just a basically my captions are kind of matched to where my pictures are. Okay, but you can do that freehand, right? If you want to use a grid, you can, but I don't really require that as long as you can lay out your text pretty neatly. That's fine with me. I would suggest, again, using different fonts. And this way I can tell, like right off the bat, I have 6 different pictures. And so I have 6 different little explanations. Okay. So that's that. You can, again, just click and drag whatever you need onto the page, and then you can change the size of that object, the font, however you see is appropriate. Okay. So when you're done with your mood board and your explanation, you're going to have to download this file in order to share it with me. Okay. But there's 2 ways you can download a file. And let me show you that first way. Okay, so you're going to click download, and then the file type, mine is set to PDF print. That's perfect. You don't really need to change that. And then select pages to download. You're going to download both of these pages because I need to see both your mood board to grade and also your glossary. All right, so make sure that says all pages, and then you're going to click download. And then you can upload this onto Google Classroom, right? All right, another way to share this with me is by clicking on the share button. Okay. And right here where it says share a link to edit, you're going to go ahead and click on that, and you want to share a link to view. So you don't want me to be able to go in and edit, or anyone to go in and edit your link, right? So you're going to go ahead and change that from share link to edit to share a link to view. And then you're going to copy that link. Okay. And once you have that link copied, you can paste it into Google Classroom under the assignment that I'll post tomorrow. So I'm shooting this video on a Monday, but it's not going to post until Tuesday, right? So once you have this assignment done, you can either download it and then uploading it to the correct assignment page on Google Classroom, or you can just grab that link to view and share it with me that way. Please don't email it to me, because email just, Canva and email doesn't always work all the time. It kind of messes up your file sometimes. So just make sure you either do a downloaded PDF to upload, or you share that link with us. I would love for you to share your mood boards with your classmates as well. So if you want, you can post that link to view somewhere in the stream tab in Google Classroom when you're finished with it. If you don't feel comfortable, obviously you don't have to do that. That's optional. But hopefully that was a good explanation of what you need to do for the next 2 weeks. I look forward to seeing your finished products. I will post my example as well as this video and a explanation of what you are required to do for this project in Google Classroom. So look for those for sure. And have fun. If you have any questions about Canva or how to get this done, definitely reach out to me and I'll do a one-on-one with you in Zoom. Or if you have any questions about all the coding that you're supposed to do up till now, definitely reach out to me too. I know some of the Tinker activities have been tricky for some of you, so make sure you reach out to me and turn those in. Until then, stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you probably next time at the check-in on Wednesday, or no, on Thursday, or at your graduation, because some of you don't come to those check-ins. So hopefully I'll see you guys at those check-ins, but if not, I might just see you next time at your virtual graduation. Talk to you later. Bye.